Hello everyone and welcome back to the DRAMAtical Murder demo. If you haven't seen the previous parts, I suggest you go do that, or if you want to play the demo yourself or play the full game, I have links in the description. We left in the last part with a man with dyed red hair grabbing onto Aoba and asking about his jacket. I'm certain that we're being mugged. So what will happen? I don't know, maybe being introduced to another character. Love how this game introduces characters. Love how it does the world building. Oh, so good. If you don't want to miss any future parts that come out, subscribe! Turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon. We'd love to have you here. It's a man with dyed red hair. He looks younger than me. He looks younger than you? Aoba?
Nah.
He looks maybe
このデザインって今
younger
プ
than
レミ
you.
アついてるやつじゃね
The other guy didn't. He looked old. He looked older than you. Your fresh face. God. A grinning, green-haired man approaches next. Red and green? Is it Christmas or something? Aoba!
やっべえ、俺これすげえ欲しいんすけど。なあ、お兄さん。
Oh, dude. That's an interesting way to translate that. They're trying to be respectful by actually being fake, so... The red-haired guy... What? The red-haired one gives me a phony smile. Sorry, I know how to read.
駅前の店で売ってるよ。
I try to jerk my arm away, but the redhead glares and grips me tighter.
ちょっと待てって。
お前なんだよその態度。
俺は今ここでこれが欲しいって言ってんだよ。
Back off.
つかさ、俺らバグボムなんだけどさ、知ってるよねバグボム。で何？舐めてんの？
So Bugbomb, I guess it's one of the ripsters? Ripsties? Ripsties, I think is it. Because it just introduced that whole concept to us. The green-haired guy flashes the tattoo on his wrist. A winking woman with enormous breasts straddling a big pink bomb. Wow, I'd kill the guy who put that on my skin. In any case, I haven't heard of Bug Bomb. Obviously, these two are small time looking for fights to build their cred.
だせ。
Oh. Oh.
ああ？おい今なんつった？
だせっつったんだよ。
Oh my god.
あ？おめえどこのチームよ？
Is it? Yeah. Maybe Alvin knows how to. Maybe Alvin knows how to fight.
入ってねえし。
はあ？まさかのノーマーク？
マジか？
Red and green look at each other, grinning like idiots.
ありえね
Rib gangs always have a tag, a piece of what members tattoo on their body. If you don't have a tat, it means you're not in a gang, and that makes you an easy target.
え。へえ。ノーマークってことはやっちゃっていいんだ。
余裕っしょ。お兄さんさ、ちょっと一緒にあっち行こうよ。
No thanks. I'm not in.
その辺にしとけよ。
Huh?
ああ？
Red looks over my shoulder, glaring at the man who's appeared behind me. Wow.
こいつに絡むと顎砕かれるぞ。
He's liable to curse out the both of you. Wow.
はあ？何？お前誰？
Green Maywell has turned white as a sheet.
おい、やばいよ。
何がだよ。
こいつ、ドライジュースのヘッドの水木だ。
What kind of name is dry juice?
は？ドライジュース？
I wish I knew the background for some of these names, because it's obviously said in English. So when they made the game, they're like, yeah, this is a cool name. Bug Bob 2? Wow.
こいつの必殺技知ってるか？狐のかかと落としっつーの。一発食らうと顎砕かれるぜ。
It's not even like someone's like protecting Aoba's honor. It's them saying he'll kick your ass. Not me, he'll kick your ass.
ドライジュースなら最初からそう言えよ。
Cause we not.
行こうぜ。
Let's bounce. I love that. Let's bounce. The man behind me laughs as the two punks run off with their tails between their legs.
だっせえな、おい。逃げるくらいなら最初から喧嘩売るなっつうの。
I turn around, knowing exactly who I'll see.
よ、
Mizuki!
久しぶりだな、青葉。
Oh, he's cute.
Mizuki!
I love him. Tattoo artist. Wow! It's Mizuki, leader of Dry Juice, the largest of the rib gangs. Look at him. He has tan skin, black hair, and green eyes. Can you guess probably why I like him, I guess? I'm like, oh shit. Pretty close to Antonio. The symbol of his gang, a teardrop, is tattooed beneath one eye. Aye, aye, aye.
狐のかかと落としってなんだよ。
お前の足技の話だよ。名前はさっき適当につけたけど。でも、顎砕いたことあるのは間違ってないだろ。
Wow, Alba has strength.
何年前の話だよ。
Not in years. Are you too old now, old man?
俺は今でもよく覚えてるけどな。つか、お前がこの時間にこの辺にいるって珍しいな。
We got held up.
はあ、まあな。
ようやく来る気になったが、ドライジュースに。
No. He grins welcomingly, but I just shrug.
まさか、そういうの嫌だっつってるだろ。
チームも入ってみりゃ、意外といいもんだぜ。
I used to run with Mizuki back in the day. We got into all sorts of trouble. Though he's usually pretty laid back, he's also a guy you can depend on. Who knows when it's time to get serious. Rib fighters all think they're hot shit, so it's pretty impressive that he's managed to unite so many to form a large rib gang. Still, I have no intention of joining.
とにかく、めんどいの嫌なの、俺は。
知ってるよ。でも、最近はうちも結構微妙なんだよな。
微妙？そうか？お前んとこ相変わらず最強だろ？
あれだよ。ライムのせいだ。
ライム？
Mizuki's expression darkens.
うちのメンバーもちょろちょろ流れてんだよ。ライムなんて頭脳戦っていや聞こえいいけど、所詮はただの妄想ゲームだろ。まったく、どこがいいんだかわけわかんねえよ。妄想で縄張り守れるかっつうの。
まあ、確かにな。
I honestly can't blame Mizuki for feeling the way he does about Rhyme. I mean, you could make the same argument about Rib. It's just a bunch of kids playing capture the flag. But I know Mizuki really cares about his team. That's probably why he can't just let trend hoppers slide.
それから神隠しだ。
Disappearances,
神隠し？
Is it not Scratch that's doing them then?
聞いたことあるだろ。昔リブのチームが丸ごと全員行方不明になったって話。
ああ、あるけど、でもあれって都市伝説みたいなもんだろ？しかも
どういう理由かはわかんねえんだが、最近ぱったり見かけなくなったチームがいるんだよな。
Oh, wow.
ヘマでもしてヤクザに締められたとかじゃねえの？
それが消えたチームのメンバーが数日経ってからフラッと帰ってくるってのが起きてな。でもそいつ
That's
何も
weird.
覚えてなかったらしい。
See, I know like snippets of this game, but I don't know the full story. There's like plot holes for me.
自分のことも忘れてて、
What?
まるで
Wow.
脳が壊れちまってるような感じだったらしいぜ。
That's creepy and very concerning.
でも、神隠しって確か犯人はあのモルヒネだってオチじゃなかったか？モルヒネ自体が都市伝説みたいなもんだし。
Are they missing an egg here?
ま、そうなんだけどな。
I could see why Mizuki is worried, because he's like in the front line of this. He knows, he's seen it happen, so. Oh, Morphine was a legendary rib gang that dominated the scene a decade ago. Their tag was a heart and cross, all in black. The gang was cloaked in mystery. All anyone really knew was that they were invincible. Naturally, rumors gathered like flies. One popular rumor said that they were behind the disappearances.
犯人がモルヒネじゃないとなると、もしかしたらライムやってる奴らの仕業じゃねえかとか考えたりもしたんだけどな。
そりゃちょっと話がぶっ飛びすぎだろ。
Not really. I can see where he makes that
本気で言ってるわけじゃない
connection.
ぜ。ただ最近奴ら、調子に乗ってきてるからな。
I wouldn't be surprised if Mizuki has that connection, like, in the back of his mind, like, maybe it is them, because they come back not knowing anything, and it's like brain power, so...
だからって神隠しまでやってしかも人の頭をおかしくするとかそんなことできんのか、
But I also see Aoba's point.
そこまでやれるんなら何かしらの騒ぎになってるだろ。
いや、分かってるって。だから俺も本気で言ってるわけじゃない。
Are you though? You must have that thought deep in your head. Oh, what's that? Just then we hear cheering nearby, followed by the thunder of footsteps as people race to the scene. Mizuki scowls.
ライムか。ああ、なんか気分悪いな。そろそろ行くわ。また今度店に顔出せよ。
なあ。
じゃな。
Hi, Mizuki! Mizuki waves, then stalks away, pushing through the gathering crowd. Once Mizuki is gone, I turn towards the center of the commotion. While a ram isn't exactly my boat, I don't have anything against it either. I was actually pretty curious the first time Mizuki brought it up.
どうした？
なんでもねえよ。行くか。
I pat Ren's head and start to make my way out of the alley. But then... a white light swallows the world! That really hurt my eyes. Before I can figure out what's going on, a ball of light appears in front of me. It gradually assumes a human form, then reaches towards me with one hand. What? Its fingertips stroke my cheek, or at least I think they do. The next thing I know, I'm at the center of the crowd. What's happening? Oh. Bodies press in from all sides. I'm trapped.
Usui! Usui!
A circle of light is floating above the ground, and inside it... a woman with 8 arms appears, swaying slowly before coming to a stop.
さあ、お待たせしました皆さん。これよりライブを開始します。
Whoa. An interesting voice.
本日の第1戦目はライブネームプレイヤー vs ルート44の対戦だ。
Wow. So this is Rhyme. I've never seen it up close before.
プレイヤーはこれまで5回参戦、3連勝中。一方、ルート44は初参加。
Wow, I like that they put like the captions here. Cause like in the fan translation, you don't know what they're saying. You're just like, they're saying something. The 8-armed woman is Usue, who presides over all the rhyme battles. I say woman, but for some reason it has a deep manly voice. Oh. Usui's hands flicker. The light grows brighter and a huge virtual screen appears overhead. The fighters are already in the ring, preparing their old mates.
果たしてニューカマーが連勝記録を止めるのか、それともさあ、プレイヤーの方は準備が完了したようだ。ルート44の方ももうそろそろ OK か。
I have a halo, I didn't notice that before.
両者とも準備完了。それじゃあ早速始めようか。ゲームスタート。
Usui lifts his hands with a gentle grace. Its elegant movements a sharp contrast to its booming voice. The monitor switches to a view of the field. The audience hoots and hollers. What? Suddenly, a sharp pain shoots through my head. Oh. The hell? Is the noise getting to me? Clutching my forehead, I glare at the crowd.
青葉、大丈夫か?
Gotta get out.
ああ、大丈夫。でも、そろそろ行くか。
そうした方がいい。
I finally managed to muscle my way out of the roaring throng. Leaning against a nearby wall, I sigh and catch my breath.
Hmm?
I look up to find a familiar duo standing in front of me. These two! Ugh. That's all I'm gonna say. For people that know, they know.
こんばんは。
やっほー。
どうしたんですか？気分でも悪くなりました？
But also, I love them. God, they make me feel multiple things. They're good characters.
人酔いでもした？
Wheels and Trip!
Virus. The virus. I'm gonna say virus because my Spanish tongue would probably get it faster. Now that I've heard it.
なあ、まあそんなとこかな。
The Four Eyes is Virus. The big guy is Trip. I've known him for ages.
青葉、気分はどうだ?
まあまあ、大丈夫。
こんなところでどうしたんです？ライムなんて珍しい。
Who's talking?
いや、どうってこともねえんだけど。
Virus? I have to get used to their voices.
もしかして興味湧いちゃいました？
全然そういうんじゃねえよ。
ぼんやりして巻き込まれたんじゃねえの?
Okay, the sprites will help me.
違うって。つかお前らこそ、何こんなとこでフラフラしてんだよ。
俺たちはお仕事ですよ。
ライムの連中、最近はしゃぐから。
The old residential district is home to some pretty dangerous groups. These two belong to one of them. I met them ages ago, when I was still a stupid teenager. Back then, I was always pissed off about something. I spent my nights trolling for brawls in Wanibashi. In the end, all that adolescent posturing got me was a trip to the hospital after I picked a fight with the wrong guy. Yeah, I was kind of a loser. The only people who really know what I got to back then are these two and Granny. I lost touch with them until we reconnected a few years ago. By then, I've gotten a part-time job and they had joined the Yakuza. Considering that the police here are basically Yakuza too, it never really bothered me.
それにしても、相変わらずお前ら似たような格好してんな。双子見て。
Twins!
双子じゃねえから。
Yeah, they're not twins. So let everyone know, they're not twins.
青葉さんはお仕事の方は順調ですか？
アイスクリーム屋さんだっけ？ペンギンのエプロンの。あれは1日でクビになったんだっけ？
How do you know that?
1日じゃない。
Made it 3 days, excuse
今はジャン
you!
クショップの店員やってるよ。
Oh my god, he's like, excuse me, it was 3 days.
なんだっけ？平等？
平凡。もう結構
Wrong.
長く続いてるし。
Oh my god.
青葉さんに平凡なんてネーミング合いませんけどね。もし暴れたくなったらいつでも声をかけてください。うち割と羽振りいいのでおすすめですよ。
気持ちだけ受け取っとく。
青葉さんの戦ってる姿また見たいって今でもよく思うんですけどね。
そうそう、俺たちファンだからな、青葉の。
おっと、
Oh god.
ルート44ダメージ250! さあ、いよいよクライマックスか?
A roar goes up from the audience. But then... What? An even louder voice cuts through the charged... What is that noise?
アクシマ!
Akshima. I'm not gonna remember that. Akshima. Brandishing a megaphone, a man charges in with several police officers in tow. We gotta go. We gotta leave.
うるさいのが来ちゃいましたね。
てめえらこんなとこで騒いでんじゃねえ。全員まとめて逮捕だ。
Who is this man? Amazing. The match is over. Usui vanishes in a puff of smoke, and the fighters and spectators scatter. The guy with the megaphone is Akshima, a hard-ass detective who's as crooked as they come. He's jailed or beaten dozens of people on blatantly false charges. Wow, I hate him. Wow. They call him the Grim Reaper of the old residential district. Okay.
ここは退散ですね。青葉さんも早く。
なあ。バイバイ、青葉。
Bye bye.
待てこの野郎。逃げんなこら。クソが逮捕じゃ。
Okay. We're leaving. Akshima looks like he's about to burst a blood vessel. I ignore him and take off running. Aoyagi Street is just ahead. Wow, so bright. So bright. As I round the corner, a motorcycle nearly runs me over. I stumble and fall backward. Is this who I think it is? The bike pulls up a short distance away. I stare at the driver in a daze. He doesn't get off. Ooh, but his eyes are focused on me. That was scary! Something about those eyes sends a shiver down my spine. The man speeds off without saying a word. It was just a blink. My heart is racing. Jesus, that scared me.
Oi!
The thing is that he stopped and he checked, right? But he doesn't give a fuck. I jump up, but he's already gone. At least you're fine. Ish. Son of a bitch. He nearly ran me over and he doesn't even apologize. I mean, near misses like that aren't unusual in this part of town, but it still pisses me off.
青葉、大丈夫か。
ああ、ギリギリセーフ。危なかったけど。
God, I forget that's how you actually meet him.
無事でよかった。
Like the first initial, like, run-in.
本当にな。
Ren's concern soothes my anger. I'm safe. That's what matters, right? I start back towards home. Home is where I go. I'm gonna stop here, everyone. Thank you for joining me. If you've liked what you've seen, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video, leave a comment. Even though I record these in batches, I do answer comments that are asking me things, or like, for I'll like it, I'll love it. If you want that, leave it. I wasn't expecting that, like, quick zip of his eyes. Oh my god. If you are interested in playing the demo yourself, or you maybe by now that you're watching this, the full game is out, I have a link in the description. If you want to see previous parts, I have a playlist. And thank you to this month's patrons. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to become a patron yourself, get early access to videos and other stuff. If we meet a community goal, I'll start putting your names in the credits at the end of the videos. And at the end of the month, I'll give a shout out to all of the new patrons. Link to my Patreon is in the description. Hopefully I'll see you there. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!